Welcome back to the channel.
Today we are exploring Epcot again, but this time for Festival of the Holidays.
Yeah, if you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe.
Let's go.
Here's the Epcot drop-off for Rideshare. Remember when this used to be right behind EV?
Yeah, which is down that way. So now nobody's hopefully gonna block the EV parking at Epcot. Hopefully. We'll see when we actually get back here full time, but yeah.
We've made it to the Festival of the Holidays. Coming into the Epcot Ball. Starting our day by Spaceship Earth. And if you look when you come into the park on the right, there's normally a character meet and greet over there. And today, it's good old Goofy. And then if you walk straight away, Minnie is meeting by the kind of mural thing. That's pretty cool. Check out the Minnie. I remember all of the construction walls around that for the longest time. It's finally out. It looks pretty. It's got like a rainbow glow to it during the day.
And it's kind of interesting too because in this entire area used to be those big tall signs that had like people's legacy names on them and stuff. And those are all gone now.
First ride of the day, Soarin. We're at Soarin over California. This is one of Nacy's favorite rides. I've never actually rode Soarin over California, so this will be a fun experience. Are you excited?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've rode Soarin' over California, but it is my favorite incarnation of this ride. Really see it, but I love all the different places. Because unlike Soarin' around the world, this one just goes over California. Which is kind of close to home, I guess. San Diego.
Soarin' Tower, we are ready for takeoff.
Heading to living with the land.
Meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land. Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead. Welcome to our glimmering greenhouses, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture illuminate the wondrous gifts we receive from the land. Join us as we bring in the most bountiful time of the year. For some, it's difficult to imagine the holidays without winter and snow, but one of the most important holiday crops actually grows in the tropics. For centuries, farmers in Central America have cultivated cacao to make chocolate. In fact, cacao is chocolate's main ingredient. Today, people around the world are able to enjoy a variety of sweets and keep warm with a cup of hot cocoa, thanks to this tropical plant. think of holidays, you might not think of fish, but seafood is an essential part of many festive meals. In parts of southern Italy, family and friends gather once a year to celebrate Lostgirlintomorrowland with a 7-course seafood dinner. Tilapia, bass, and shrimp, like the ones raised here using our sustainable water systems, make up just some of the dishes served during this grand meal. Today, in the United States, the tradition is known as the Feast of the Seven Fishes. These vibrant fruits are given as gifts of good fortune. They say it's better to give than to receive. And in this greenhouse, we're celebrating the holidays by giving back to the land using innovative farming techniques. Many of the plants you see here help spice up the holidays. The bark of cinnamon trees, like the one growing beside you, is used to make cinnamon sticks. Do you like eggnog? You can thank nutmeg for its signature taste. Other spices, like ginger and vanilla, add flavor to a variety of holiday cookies, cakes, and other delights. By cultivating these festive plants with care and good cheer, Epcot scientists are able to celebrate the holidays with the land's many gifts.
Macy grabbing her snacks before Guardians.
This is what $20 will get you.
$20, y'all. $20. Well, we got drinks too, but $20, y'all. $20.
All right, so we just got done riding our first 2 rides of the day. We started it off with Soarin over California, which is a classic. It is one of my favorites, but having ridden Soarin around the world so many times over the last few years, I can see how Soarin around the world is a little bit more adventurous than Soarin over California. Soarin over California is very chill, very like mellow vibes. There's not a whole lot of like bam, whereas like Soarin around the world has those like jump scares where they boom come right at you. I do love the orange smell though. That is one of my favorite smells to smell, and I'm so glad I got to experience it. Then we hopped over to Living with the Land. It only had a 5-minute wait. However, looking at it now, there is at least a 30-minute wait. I mean, this place is packed full of people over here, and they're like spilling over into this little eating section that we're in because we had to get a snack before we ride Guardians. First time we rode Guardians, you guys can go check that video out. I had like a delayed reaction and I felt like I was gonna puke, but our stomachs were completely empty, so we're gonna try just having a little bit of food in our stomach before we hit that ride. But yeah, Living with the Land, they did a way better job this year with their holiday overlay, because in years past, they just like would string a string of lights in the tunnels and like maybe have like a Christmas tree or something in the greenhouse, whereas this year I felt like there was at least maybe 10 to 15 different little prop setups throughout the ride, and I thought that was really nice. You have never ridden Soarin over California. What did you think?
I thought Soarin California was pretty cool. It's definitely a little more grainy because it's a little older footage, but it's kind of interesting seeing different parts of California. A lot of them we've seen so far just in our travels, and kind of seeing them on camera was really neat. I do like the hang glider aspect of it a little more. It seems to make more sense with the ride. Like, you're not really sure with the other one if you're supposed to be on a jet or something, or if you're hang gliding, but then that one it's kind of clear that you're kind of hang gliding over everything, which is really cool. The smells are pretty similar. I do like the orange tree and the pine tree that you get in this one, and I really like it. It's kind of weird that you end up at Disneyland though, and then you walk out and you're at Disney World, but I think that's a complaint that everyone had when it first came out. So I liked it overall. Definitely fun. And then Living with the Land was really well done. The lights and stuff, nicely stringed. I really would like to see it at night. I bet you it looks really good at night. And then they have like the gifts and stuff kind of put in different displays there, which gives you something to look at during the day as well. So definitely 2 cool rides. I think our next ride is going to be Guardians though, so we'll come get you in a minute when we get there. Living with the land. Living with the land. Heading over to one of the best rides on property. Imagination. So that's supposed to be 5 minutes, y'all. Let us know in the comments if you think that'll be about 5 minutes. They're outside the building.
Opened up the queue lines, but yeah, we'll try it again later. It's one of those, if it's a low wait, we do it. If there's a long wait, it's not worth it. So we actually have a return time for test track. So I guess we'll head over to that side of the park.
There's a Chevy concept car. You can actually get that in Gran Turismo. You excited for test track?
We didn't do it last time we were here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of excited to try it. I'm not going to build a car, but if you ever are in the lightning lane or the dash lane, you can just come up the ramp right here and you can still build a car. But it's not important.
So we got dumped out before this room, so we made a vehicle. And that's our beast. We were going for ugly, yet not satisfying.
Really? That's what we were going for? I wasn't sure what we were going for. We were just... It's interesting though that it dumps out into this room and it didn't, so I'm not really sure that it saved me any time for the DAS. Like, I'm still stuck in a queue right now.
Yep. When you get out of the room first, it's all clear skies. Design concept. Here we go, everybody. Brake check. First.
Any other cards we're
And the drum, y'all.
Yahoo!
It is raining. It's a bumpy ride, y'all. Bumpy ride. Oh gosh.
Oh my god. I don't know what's worse. That or dirty.
What's your best car? Let us know in those comments. $195. I don't even know what a good score is. What's a good score?
Apparently the top design score today is 226.
Oh, we got 195. Not too far off.
Not too bad. Anybody want to see the picture? Here it is. Here's our photo.
There's hopefully our next car, y'all.
Your Chevrolet custom concept vehicle to the ultimate test. Now it's time to make your own video.
Yeah, but this isn't. Yeah, so this isn't the convertible option.
No.
Because the convertible option.
You can't see the motor. Yeah.
I think we both have talked about this. I think we would both prefer having the convertible over the hardtop. So.
Alright, heading to Guardians. Down the long gray hallway. You excited?
So this is our second time, and this time they have Christmas music. So it'll be interesting to see what Christmas song we get. What'd you think?
I thought it's a fun ride. Yeah, it's definitely sort of like a more advanced space. I think one of the nice things that she said earlier was like you don't really know where to look. I think that's one of the kind of things trying to figure out riding multiple times kind of where to look. I definitely saw more, and then they played Disco Inferno was our song, so I thought it was supposed to be holiday songs.
I thought so too.
What did you think, Mason?
I like it. It's probably one of my favorite roller coasters. However, today my stomach was already like and like halfway through I could feel it being a little more but I think I'm fine now. I just needed like some fresh air. So if you are somebody who is sensitive to motion, definitely make sure you eat, which is what we did. But I already have a sensitive stomach as it is, and we'll see how I do. Last time I rode it, it was a delayed response. It was about 10 minutes afterwards that I started to get really sick. So.
There's the Guardians. It's the Nova Corps ship. You think they would have put the Milano here instead of the Guardian ship? But all right, so the white guy gets to start off with the plantain with mojo pork and some salsa.
Ketchup mayonnaise.
Ketchup mayonnaise. So let's see how it tastes. The pork is really tender. The tostoni is pretty good. It's nice and crispy. And then you get the little of the ketchup mayonnaise thing. This is actually a really interesting food altogether. I like it. I mean, I really do like the pork. The pork tastes really, really good and nice and kind of moist and soft. Let's see what Nacy thinks.
Alright guys, so it is my turn to try the pernil, and as Gary mentioned, it is mojo pork, tostones, which is basically a unripened plantain that's been like smushed and kind of baked so that it's like a solid little base. And then they've got like, it looks like a cilantro sauce in with this ketchup mayonnaise sauce, so here we go. That was good. That was really good. Honestly, right off the bat, I would recommend this. It's over by Test Track in the Creation Shop, so it's pretty easy to get to, honestly. And then there's a ton of seating over here, which I think is something that's always been lacking at these festivals, is you get your food, but there's nowhere to go eat. So I have to say, this is definitely on my places to stop. So we're gonna make our way around World Showcase here in just a little bit, and we're gonna take you around to some of the other stops that we get.
We made a stop at Bubbles and Brine for the shrimp cocktail.
Our next stop at the booth for Festival of the Holidays is at Bubbles and Brine. Now this is a new booth for this year, and it is on the side walkway when you're walking from Figment to World Showcase, and you'll see it on the left-hand side right across from the bathrooms. Now they only really have 2 dishes, and we got both of them because they both sounded delicious. One is a jumbo shrimp cocktail with Prosecco cocktail sauce, and the other one is a Jonah crab claw cocktail with stone ground mustard sauce. They both come with grilled lemon, and honestly, these look really good. Now, these are probably some of the most expensive prices I've seen at the booth, but honestly, this looks good. So I'm excited to dive in. Can never have too much lemon. These are a huge shrimp cocktail. Honestly, like we usually pay about 30-40 bucks for these in Vegas, so here we go. That cocktail sauce is really good. Not too spicy. Perfect amount of flavor, and the shrimp is nice and fresh and cold. This could be a meal in and of itself. Next up, we're gonna try the crab. So this is the Jonah crab claw cocktail, and it comes with mustard. I don't think I've ever had a Jonah crab. So, and it's already cracked for you, which I can appreciate. And it's already got some mustard on it, so cheers. You get the sweet crab with the bitter of the mustard. It's really tasty. Honestly, I would like it without the mustard, personally. But it's really good. Let's see what Gary thinks.
I'm gonna start off with the shrimp cocktail. That is a really good shrimp cocktail. Like Nancy said, we've had a ton of them in Vegas, but none of them that we get to eat on a trash can. So, you know, cool on that piece. But honestly, really good. And it's an okay price for a shrimp cocktail. The is it Dom Perignon in the cocktail sauce?
It just says that it is a Prosecco.
Or Prosecco. I don't really taste much difference between that and the regular cocktail sauce, but they are super good. Next up, I'm going to try the crab. Next up, the Jonah crab. That's some good crab. You get a nice little bite of the crab. It's nice and cool. And then you have that sort of like the bite of the mustard with the mustard seeds in there. Gives it sort of a, almost kind of like a spicy taste to it. It's really good. I think you can do it with or without the mustard, honestly, in my opinion. But again, two really good ones, and you should both give them a try. Give them both a try? Yeah. Anyways, so we're off to our next one. We'll come get you in a second.
Okay, so we just got our scavenger hunt, and in years past it was Chip and Dale. This year it's Olaf, which I'm kind of excited because that means they're changing it up. So as we go around all the countries, we're gonna see if we can find where Olaf is hiding in each of the countries. And on the back, we have to find a tradition. So we hit all the holiday traditions all around the world. So
It's like that Disney Plus movie that you made.
yeah, which honestly is actually pretty cute. Don't hate it till you've seen it. It was $10 to do the scavenger hunt, and when you finish, you get a prize. You guys.
It was playing a song. Christmas tree. Hey, what's Olaf give us? A whole lot of disappointment?
Hold on, nothing. It's not even. Oh, there it is. Buzzed on my arm.
Did you know that water has memory? True fact. It's disputed by many, but it's true.
Fascinating. You said water has memory. Okay. So he's the first one we found that doesn't actually have a voice, just kind of music.
Wonder why.
Bradley Cooper too expensive. Alright, another one that's just music.
The same one.
Yeah.
This one only has one.
You've made it to Frozen.
Wanna make a snowman? Come on, I know you do.
Ooh, it's bumpy today, y'all. Bumpy today. Big summer blowout! So we found the official Olaf hanging out by the waterfall. Yes, I believe so. So we thought we found him inside, but it was a tricky one.
It was tricky. He
gave-
was flush.
Yes. We are heading to La Chefs de France for the lunch. Macy's excited.
It's my favorite. right, sir. How are you feeling?
Good. It's been fun so far. We've gone on most of the rides. All we really have left is Ratatouille, and we should get that a little bit after the meal. So everything's going good so far.
We'll talk about Olaf.
Make sure to check out our video for our search for Olaf and his Christmas traditions.
So it's been a couple years since we have ate here, and the menu is definitely different. And last time we were here, we kind of sat over there in the main dining room. This is actually my first time being on this side of the building. I'm almost always over back in that way. And I'm kind of excited to see what comes out. Sad thing is there's no more steak frites on the menu, which was what we like to get all the time. They do still have a steak dish, but it's a little bit different. It doesn't come with fries. So maybe they'll change it in the future. We'll see.
So as we continue our Olaf journey, we had lunch in Paris, so we had to skip some. Now we're going backwards. So we're gonna go to Morocco next and see where we can find Olaf.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if she'll end up with another mint and julep alcohol when she goes for water again. She said, yeah, you should check out that video in the show notes. Christmas tree. A Christmas tree. So tonight is the first night for the Twilight Processional. So if you're interested in that, they had a 5:30 showing. I think it was 7:30 and then 8:30 or something like that. We're not going to go to that, but definitely if you're interested, they've been lined up since probably about 1 o'clock. Legit tip there.
He'll pick up the crumb that you just with the tip of his beak, and it's so sensitive. He goes, "That's not what I want." He's doing the belly, and but he'll pick it up. He's picked it up like 6 times because his eyes aren't as good as his beak is sensing.
Squirrel's coming to fight the.
He likes the turkey. He's carnivorous.
You know where Olaf is, my friend? You know where Olaf is? Another pretty Christmas tree. All right, on our search for Olaf, it got us here. So we found one we thought was America, but I'm believing that's the American Theater. So we're gonna try in here to see if we can find Olaf for America. Don't forget. All right, heading to Italy. Let's see how difficult this one is to find. That's pretty neat. Found this back here. Kind of cool little face. So what is it again that they make here?
Fruitcake.
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 It's called pantalone.
Awesome. Welcome to my life. I am eating Skittles because I'm 60.
60 going down.
And we just ate. And I gave myself like nothing to cover it. The joys of my life.
All right, for our third cookie, we're getting the Linzer cookie. And that is in the Bavaria Holiday Kitchen.
Alright, so we are at our next stop for a cookie, which is Germany, which has the Linzer cookie. And this, hands down, every year that we've done this has always been my favorite cookie because it's kind of like a shortbread cookie with like some filling in the middle, dusted with powdered sugar. I'm not gonna lie, this feels like a bigger cookie. I feel like in years past, it was one cookie with like the jelly in the middle, whereas this year, it's 2 cookies with jelly in the middle. So, cheers. Still my favorite cookie. The jam is like a raspberry jam, and then the fluffiness of the cookie that goes with, and then a little bit of powdered sugar. It's like the perfect amount of sweet and a little bit of tart. Honestly, hands down my favorite cookie. I would buy 5 of these, but we're doing a stroll, so we're gonna try 5 different cookies.
All right, my turn to try the Linzer cookie.
It's a good cookie.
I've been trying to put all my chips
Not
up.
funny. Too bad.
Macy said that was a good cookie. I like the raspberry jelly that's in it. Kind of like a raspberry strawberry jelly. Tons of powdered sugar on the top of it, as you can see, like tons of powdered sugar. And it's a nice shortbread cookie. So it's a good combination of a lot of different things, and it tastes really good. This is definitely one of my favorites too. We've got 2 more cookies to try before our bonus cookie. Let's get to it. So we were talking about our Olaf strategy off camera. What was your strategy?
I have no strategy. I don't know where he is. Every country we go in, it's a different place, and it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't follow logic.
I'm with you. I've already checked the planners in Germany. I didn't see him in any of the planners, so I'm guessing he's going to be on a building. But we haven't really found him hidden in like a store or anything yet.
Yeah.
It's just kind of been outside, and a lot of them are in planters along the way, so make sure to check those planters.
And they do move him, so just because you see them in these locations in our video, the next time you come or you try to do this, he could be in a completely different spot. So,
especially with them in the planners, it'd be easy to
yeah.
pick them up and move them.
Which I can appreciate that, like, they're trying to keep it fresh so you can come back and do it. I think that's fun. So we're gonna go find him in Germany now that I am a normal blood sugar.
And we really want to get whatever the prize is, so we're excited about that. That's pretty cool. She's chasing Donald. She's chasing Donald for Morimoto, by the way, in case you're wondering why she's chasing Donald. Gotta get that duck in that window. Choo choo. We made it to the bridge, but the barges are coming out.
See how that boat's going through right now?
I knew I didn't want to order that. I knew I didn't order it on purpose.
All right, everybody, there's the photo spot. Make sure you take pictures of it. Well, there's where we were earlier, before we went to Chef de Paris and rode Frozen. We're heading to Canada. All right, Christmas tree.
And then we'll finish the last part.
Agreed.
We're taking all Disney transportation today for this.
We made it to France, and we found it. Is it a Yule log?
Yes.
And he is in the maze, the hedge maze. These last 2 have been pretty easy, huh? We've been doing a bunch of other stuff today, but this is our last ride of the evening, probably. Ratatouille. It's a cool find. Now it's starting to go again. The Skyliner's stopped up there. Wow, this is the lightning lane, y'all. We are way back here. Holy cow. What were you saying?
When you have a DAS, it's supposed to help you like with long wait times, and this is interesting. Although I do know they prioritize the lightning lane over the standby, but still, this is the longest I've seen it. But I mean, this ride is decent. It's probably one of my favorite rides here in Epcot. So.
Yeah, check out the regular line over there. Look at that line. Look at the champagne. That is such a cool fountain. I do like the fountain. I like how Remy's on top. And his little friends have opened all the champagne and it's bubbling up. Very cool. And then the sign's really neat. You can't see Gustav's is over there and it says 3-star and it kind of glitches to 5 occasionally. There's Gustav's 3-star.
Tout le monde sait que la meilleure cuisine du monde se déguste ici à Soarin. Et ce soir, Rémi, le plus grand cuisinier de la capitale.
Check out the window. And I love the artwork. Wee wee. I like all the little lights. How they're like little Christmas lights. 2 more left. We're heading to Great Britain to find our Olaf. We're entering Great Britain. The Olaf search continues.
Around. Here we come a-wassailing among the leaves so green. Here we come a-wandering so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year, and God send you a happy new year. Hear ye, hear ye. To all those gathered among the streets of this fair village, greetings. I have been known by many names. There are some who call me Santa Claus. But here in the United Kingdom, I am Father Christmas, and I bid you welcome. We are gathered here today to toll the devil's knell, one stroke for every year since the birth of Christ. Now, where was I? Oh yes, a 65, a 66, a 67. Oh dear. I seem to have lost my way. Excuse me, my dear. Could you tell me, what is the year?
2023.
2023, my goodness. Well, it certainly is true. Time does fly when you're having a good time. Now, let's see. That's 2023 minus 67 is zoons. That means I have to ring this blessed bell another 1,956 times. Oh, well, I say we set this down and pick it up a little later, shall we? Oh, as I was saying, I am Father Christmas, and I have been around for many years, bringing holiday joy to good children throughout the land. Oh, I've received letters from many of you throughout the year. Why, I've received letters from you, my friends. Yes. And I've also received letters from you, my friends. Oh, I've received a letter from you, sir. You're expecting an awful lot this year, aren't you? Ever the optimist. Oh, now what was I going to tell you about? Oh, the Christmas carol I was singing earlier. Now, that Christmas carol, like so many of today's Christmas traditions, originated here in the United Kingdom. Why, it is not uncommon to see groups of carolers, much like yourselves, standing on a street corner, much like this one, singing the songs of the season.
All right, off to our last one in Canada. Let's see where we can find him at. All right, and in the stores, there's not much to Canada, so hopefully we find him fairly quickly. So there's Olaf in the distance. I'll switch to my iPhone to see if I can get a better shot, but there he is. He is by the cellar. One last shot of the Christmas tree for the night. There she is. All her beautiful glory. All right, we got Figment. That's cool.
How long is the line for that? Ask her.
I'm gonna track right now.
Can we check? Well, I guess you should probably call him then. Is it that way? Yeah. Well, why don't I just start walking that way?
All right, that concludes our day at Epcot.
Yeah, it was a busy day. We did so many things, and you guys are gonna have to stay tuned to see all of the videos that we made today because we were busy.
Yeah, definitely check out those show notes below. That'll have a link to most of the videos that we did today. Well, we cranked out about 5 or 6 videos today, so
yeah, we did
a lot of things.
Cookie stroll. We looked for Olaf. We had lunch over at the Shops de France. We did Moana's Journey of Water, and we just kind of munched around.
Yeah, we tried some of the new foods at the Winter Festival and just kind of enjoyed the day here.
Yeah, so if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up.
Hit that subscribe button.
And make sure you ring that notification bell so that we get notified when we release 3 videos a week.
And we'll come and get you all for the next one.
Ain't that the truth, baby? Roo.
Bye, everybody.
Hold up, I am on my way. I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach with our friends.